says, launch out to the deep. Let down your nets for a drought. Simon, now he's going to respond and answer and said unto him, Pastor, I can imagine he kept laughing. We've toiled all night and have taken nothing. Pastor, I've been believing all year. I've believed for 5 years. I've believed for 10 years. I've believed for 15 years. Come on, Joyce, come up here for a moment. So Simon Peter's going through them. He said, I like this, because y'all know, now, this is us, y'all, this church folk. Nevertheless, Pastor, I ain't ready for this. Sometimes we don't say it, but we say it. I don't believe that it's going to happen for me. Because it ain't. We don't say it. But Pastor, I believe in you. It's what Jesus is saying to them. Sometimes we do things in the church and we're faithless. So we never get the end result because we never believe for it. Your faith is a magnet. It's a law of attraction that draws what you're believing for. So when you're not believing, your magnetism doesn't magnetize. That's why churches, we ain't careful, people fill up for a good time work. Yeah, just tell me I'm going to get there. And you will. But the main focus is, I get you leaving here. And it's not you seeing Jesus first getting to you. Then I missed the call. The thing can't be greater than the Jesus. So you're like, I'm going to give my God, did you hear my word? I'm going to give my home, my marriage. Yes, why? Because of Jesus. The important fact I need you to see is that Jesus is about to get on the ship. And Jesus is his word. And what I'm giving to you today is his word. So Jesus, if you let him in. Joyce, remember when I met you 12, 13 years ago, and the Lord began to deal with me. Maybe 3 years after I met you about some things that he wanted me to do pertaining to ministry. And me and you were talking, and you were always on fire for God. And I grabbed you by the hand. You remember that day? And I said to you, I said, Mother, you've been throwing your nets out for your family for a mighty long time. You've been praying, see, because you were from the old school, you went from the new school. If we're careful with the balance, just materialistic things. You would pray for the souls of the children and the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren and the babies to be made whole and healed, because you knew Jesus did it, because you had already messed it up, because you were messed up. Am I right about it? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the Lord has me walking with you one day. You've been praying and serving and throwing your nets for many years in church. And that young man looked at you in your eyes. You remember that? I stopped. We were walking. What are you passing? I stopped. And I looked at you. You remember that day? And I said, Mother, with a lot of compassion, the Lord would have me tell you everything you've sown for, all of your labor, your work in the church for the men of God that you serve. The Lord says, in the nest, I've been coming back empty. I said, but he told me to tell you that if you follow me, as I follow him, said your children and your grandchildren, and everything that he promised you that you hadn't seen, I said, throw it out again. Is that what I said? Yes, sir. Anybody got a mic? Let me bring me a mic, please. I want to hear. Is that what I said? Yes, sir. You said all that I had labored for, whether it was in the ministry or just in my life, in my prayer life, and just someone running in the street trying to kick down drug doors to get them out. You told me if I follow you, if I just unpack my bags, all that stuff I had gained in the past, and I just follow you, What did I say?
You said, as you follow Christ, don't leave that out, y'all. As you follow Christ, you always lift up God. You always put Him first.
See, church folks don't like church folks. They don't know, sir.
No, we go to church. We
I'm
don't
going to a conference. Somebody tell me I can get a car. Mr. Ford will tell you that too. Just give you some prerequisites. I ain't knocking it because I've been prophesying for you. Got it. Open door, bag, and everything. Say your seed just make room for you. The problem is when Jesus gets left out the equation. We kept him in the equation. We kept Jesus in the equation. So what happened? Tell me, mother.
I'm telling you. First, Keith was here. Then
that's your nephew.
That's my nephew.
Okay.
Then my sister.
Okay.
And her children.
Okay.
Then my children. All of them came. Then all their children started coming in. Now it's over.